Hello everybody and welcome back to ESA Marathon, where we are raising money for Make-A-Wish Foundation, and this is all for the Jingle Jam cause. So welcome everybody back. We are on our final run and we have currently raised £2,405 for Make-A-Wish. So thank you all very much for getting to this amazing total. But we are now on our final run where we have the amazing hypnoshark doing Mario Kart World for us. So let's hope I'll get a chance to speak this run. Who knows?
All right,
Sam, take it away. Well, we'll figure it out then, won't we?
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, we'll let bygones be bygones, right? Maybe maybe not. I don't know about that. I'll be finding out about it in February, that's for sure. But
yeah, well.
Welcome everyone to the final run of ESA Jingle Jam. It is my honor and privilege to bring you the final run of ESA Jingle Jam. This is Mario Kart World. The category we will be doing today is 30 tracks. There are 30 tracks in this game. We will be doing every single one, back to back to back, starting with Koopa Troopa Beach. First things first, before we get into the run, we'll just say items are set to normal. So blue shells and lightnings will be hitting me a lot. We will be using Swoop in this car. This is the fastest combination, and I will get into why as we go throughout this run. But with that being said, let's get into it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's a freaking go, dude. Alright, Koopa Troopa Beach. So, first level is probably like a really, really good level to just show off the fundamentals of what this game is. First things first though, the first item set is right in front of me, so I'm actually going to slow down and wait here as to get a better item. Hopefully that's like, yep, perfect, triple shrooms. Mushrooms, if you are new to Mario Kart and have not played Mario Kart before, mushrooms basically just give you a speed boost and make you avoid all off-road. The off-road doesn't slow you down anymore, so we're going to use a bunch of these. Get into first nice and easy. And now I have a star in first, which is really, really funny. There is an item I have to look out for, a Boo, which can steal my items, so I'm going to use this quickly before Boo has a chance to do that. And we're off! So, to talk about the core mechanics of the game. Coins, they help speed you up. There's a lot of them everywhere. You can see in the bottom left how many coins I have. I am aiming to get 20 coins as quickly as possible to be going as fast as I possibly can. Drifting, which is what you'll see, nice one. That's the first of many. Drifting, as you'll see right here, I'm holding R and then releasing R to release the drift. Helps with cornering, also gives me a nice boost out of it. A lot of what I'm going to be explaining in this run is how I'm playing around a lot of items. Because items in this speedrun are very much a deciding factor a lot of the time in how good your run is. So for instance, right, they're going to avoid you. And there's another one. Is there one more? Go! Oh, unlucky. I wanted to reach the finish line before that hit me. So that's a perfect example, actually. Second place, the guy that is behind you, more often than not, can get triple red shells, which is like a homing missile, basically. And you cannot get 3 items to block it. So that is just very, very unlucky that that happened. But either way, on to the second race here. DK Spaceport. This is one of the few tracks that isn't a 3-lap track. This is a start to finish track. So in essence, 1 lap. This track really, really introduces how important items are, like well and truly, because I'm going to be grinding iron boxes for feathers here. The feather item helps with getting height without the use of a jump. Nice green shell. Oh my goodness. We're fine. Oh my god! Right, okay. The AI is hunting me down. This is crazy. No. But I want to get this iron box here and hope to see a feather iron so that I can use it to jump and skip one of these corners here. Because as you can see by looking at the minimap on the right hand side, there's just a bunch of like 90-degree like 180-degree turns. Oh, that's the first one of the... Oh! Hello. Okay, that's fine. Another mechanic that I should explain, that I just did, rewinding. Basically, if there is an item that is going to hit me, I can actually avoid it by hitting down on the D-pad, which is a mechanic that Nintendo put into this game and no other Mario Kart, mainly because of the overworld, and how, if you're casually playing this game, you know, there are things that you can get in the overworld by doing cool jumps and stuff, and so they probably put that mechanic in as like a thought of, oh, if you fail a jump in the overworld, you can go back and rewind and try it again. But we can use it in the speedrun to dodge blue shells and other items. Usually blue shells would be what it's used for, but it can occasionally in niche spots be used for other items. For the first time this run, Chloe will be glad to hear I'm going to pass it over to her.
Oh my
for the
god,
start
but for the
of
first
this race.
only time maybe? Now we'll see how that goes. But we do have a £100 donation.
Already? Jeez, man.
No prizes for guessing who it is. It was from Lozzie, and with the message, oh, him again? I've already seen him today, jeez. GL. Also, isn't fine. Yes, we have raised £2,505 currently for Make-A-Wish International, which is an an amazing amount for the charity. So thank you so much. And do remember, you can also donate to Make-A-Wish with exclamation mark donate, and a £35 donation will get you the amazing Jingle Jam Games bundle. So do make sure to claim those with free games. We're donating to charity and getting games. I call that a win.
As a W, you can agree with that. Alright, so far, this level, as you've seen, has gone pretty damn well. I have not been blue shelled, I have not been lightninged. That is, of course, the kiss of death, me saying that out loud. But I have 20 coins, so this is the optimal setup here. And I do have a feather, which, if a blue iron doesn't come and steal it, or like a lightning or something like that doesn't happen, I will be able to use this feather to skip one of the turns near the end of the level. You can see actually on the mini-map there's an S turn, kind of near the finish line, but I'm approaching, and there she goes. Unlucky. We see, I mean, we could get another feather here, that would be cool. Unlucky. I'm actually going to keep this coin instead of using it, which may seem counterproductive. For instance, this is a good example actually, if I was to go through this box here, I'm guaranteed to not get a coin here, because I had one already. As you can see, I got a banana. So, if I want some protection, that was really nice. If I want some protection, then I simply need to keep hold of the coin, and then it will guarantee me usually something good. What I just did there, by the way, was a technique new to Mario Kart World. It has not been in a Mario Kart game before, grinding on rails and grinding on walls. You can actually jump up to that little section there. I mean, this track will be a great example of it. There are rails everywhere in this track, and the occasional wall as well, which you can see right here, coming right up here. So, as you can see, you can get attached to the rails, and you don't need to steer while you're on these. It's basically like automatically turning for you with the rail. This is a great example of the feathers use, by the way. So as you can see here, I'm just spamming trick and going really, really fast while on the rail. Kind of messed up the strat there. There is a strat that you can do there, which hopefully I'll get lap 2 and lap 3, which involves a wall. But yeah, this track is a really, really great example of the power of rails in this game. Because as you can see, I'm like guaranteed the tightest line on the course, whilst boosting a lot by constantly doing tricks. and then getting this double box here. Would love another feather. Would have been really, really nice. But yeah, okay, let's see if we can do the strat this time. So I'm going to do 2 tricks here, trick on the wish rail, trick here, off this rail, this wall to the right, and luckily I'm not quite fast enough to let that train was like fully in my way. It was kind of in my way, but not all the way. That's okay. That train is on a very consistent cycle, meaning that if you have the exact same level every time, that train will be in the exact same place every time. And the fact that I even got hit by it at all shows that this has been quite good so far. Admittedly, that blue shell was annoying. Again, only 1 feather. That's okay. Better than no feathers. This level overall hasn't been too bad. To be honest, this run overall hasn't been too bad so far. The first 4 tracks out of 30. One nice trick here. There is actually a crazy trick that you can do on that section, but sadly I have many a skill issue, so I don't go for it currently. But you can actually get all the way up on the rooftop of that section and take a really, really tight line and cut across like the grass area and skip the final turn. It is very, very hard though. It is not easy at all. And it doesn't save too much, but yeah, the risk reward is definitely there. Alright, Desert Hills, 5th race. This track has had quite the makeover since Mario Kart DS and Mario Kart Wii. It is not really Desert Hills anymore, it is more like Desert Hills, but you know, that's fine. This track is, like some of the ones we've gone through before, very, very RNG based, but there are quite a few item sets in this level, which just means that there is more opportunities for the AI to troll you. Like, the AI is guaranteed to go through at least 3 item sets here. So it is kind of terrifying. I'm just going to keep an eye behind myself there. See if they want to do anything. Whilst we're in this track also, this would be a good time to explain to you why this car and character is the best option. Swoop, which is the back character I'm playing as right here, is the best character for speedruns because not only is he a handling character, which is very, very good in this game, but it also is good simply because he has the second quickest victory animation in the entire game. Which is not something that you'd really think about if you were playing this game casually, but Swoop, for instance, every single race saves 2 seconds over a character like Cal, for example, simply by just winning the race, which is kind of insane, but, you know, Nintendo be Nintendoing. And then this car is really good because it has a really, really high speed stat and great handling, and on top of that, the way the coins work in this game is that good handling cars with low weight characters like Swoop. Damn, that was a really good Desert Hills. High handling and low weight characters like Swoop here. Their coins speed them up quicker the earlier you get them. So what I mean by that is coins 1 through 8 make more of a difference for Swoop than coins like 13 through 20, for example. And this is obviously huge because it means earlier in the race I'm going faster because it takes a lot of time sometimes to get to 20 coins, whereas it doesn't take long at all to get those first 7, 8 coins and to have that stat truly be meaningful. So, like for instance, already I'm at 2, I'm going to get a double box here and hopefully get another coin, yeah, and suddenly, like, I'm already going so much faster than I was at the start, especially after these 3 coins here. I'm going to try and get another feather again from this box. Sometimes it is worth throwing back your protection item to block red shells if you're going through a double box, because more often than not, you will get like a coin and then another item to protect yourself, like this banana here. I'm going to throw it away because I have a coin, I can guarantee that I'm getting either another protection item or a coin block, which I don't think we've seen yet. What coin blocks are? It's an item that instead of giving you 2 coins, like the average coin item does, it gives you 10. I believe it's between 8 and 10, I forget exactly how many it is, but it is a lot of coins. And so, I'm gonna, okay, niche strat. I'm going to fall off here to skip the blue shell, because it is quicker than rewinding in that instance. That is pretty unlucky, but that was the best way to play around it. Alright, we are sadly not going to get the feather shortcut here, where we can skip past those tyres and catch that rail that you see to my left. And the rest of this level is the same as you saw on lap 1 and 2. So, Chloe, if you wish, you take it away.
Yeah. There was one thing I'd like to say, sorry. During this next in between the races section, would you be able to turn your audio down a tad?
My audio or the game's audio?
The game audio.
Game audio, got it.
Game audio. But yes, we do have a few donations. We have a £5 donation from Kiri with the message, you are now going to subconsciously think about Hatsune Miku for the rest of the run. Thanks for that. And we have a £35 donation from Delta X429. And I have a feeling this was like your alt account or something, because the message is, enough dono reading, back to Hypno please. And they did claim the Jingle Jam Games bundle with that.
Damn, dude. I can't believe there's a brewing rivalry between people that want donos read and people that want me to talk. That's crazy.
I'm down for this rivalry, but can both teams donate either way? Just putting that out there.
True.
Donate for your favourite.
True. Real. Shy Guy Bazaar. This level is... yeah, so we've had a couple glider sections already actually in this run. But this one can come into play in a big way, because you've seen a couple times already this run I've been hit by a lightning, which shrinks my character and loses about 3 seconds roughly. Well, what we actually want to happen is if the AI are going to use a lightning, if they are going to be unlucky enough for them to use a lightning, what we want to happen is we want them to use the lightning whilst I'm gliding. Because if they do that, it actually doesn't slow you down at all. So ideally, that's the case. However, lightnings do tend to happen off this ramp here because the AI have just gone through an iron box. It did not happen, so that's really, really good. If it's going to happen at any point now, it will most likely be lap 3. I didn't even bring up, by the way, when I did it last lap, this strat here, catching this rail, tricking at the right time here, catching this rail, hitting this wall here, and tricking one more time, getting over here. There is a full strat that you can do where you stay up there, and you proceed to cut this corner off there. It doesn't save too much time, and it is really, really difficult, but nevertheless it does exist. And especially with this car, that becomes more possible. This has been an excellent level so far, no blue shell, no lightning, and I don't think there's going to be one unless Toad on the minimap here gets one, as he drives through this item set. There might be one, actually. No, we're good. We are good. That was a perfect level. That was absolutely phenomenal, actually. Okay. Next level has one of the flashier strats in the game. It actually has a lot of cool strats, this level, but one right at the start of each lap is especially cool looking. What we're going to do is we're going to trick up onto a wall, catch the rail that's on top of the wall, do 3 left tricks, where we are hitting the trick button and holding left to give ourselves left momentum, right here. Okay, I'm going to have to bail on that. I'll try it next lap, but that was not the full strat. I did manage to skip one corner, but you can actually skip all of this as well. And we'll try and show that off better next lap. We are going to charge jump here though, and do a left trick onto this wall, and get the coins that are up here. 2 right tricks, jumping here, and I'm already nearly at 10 coins, which is really, really good. In fact, I will be after this one. There we go. Alright, let's try that strat again, shall we? Surely I don't get lightninged off of it. Surely. That's good. That should work with a bit of luck. Nice, there we go. 1 trick, 2 trick, 3 tricks. Oh, flying all the way to here, catch this rail, and then right trick to get down. and take a tight line here. That's the full strat. The way that I do it, at least. I'm going to get back up here one more time and get these coins again. Try and get to 20 coins as quickly as possible. There is a blue shell, so I'm going to try and get the one item that can dodge blue shells. Unlucky. There is an item that can dodge blue shells here. I believe it was introduced in Mario Kart 8. It is the horn item. It's a pretty low chance to get it in first place, but it is your one out to avoid having to rewind, which is of course a little bit slow, because whilst being better than getting hit by a blue, it is still, you know, you are going backwards on the track and not forwards, and that's not ideal. But yeah, so far so good. I mean, I got the strat 2 out of 3, only one blue shell, not too bad. Again, if we get lightninged, we want it to be off this jump, so we at least have forward momentum. This isn't a glider, but it's the second best thing. If we do get lightning, we want it to be here. Now, oh, okay, perfect. So as you can see, I kept flying when I got lightninged, and then I landed on the turbo pad, and immediately the lightning wasn't really felt in the same way that it would be if I was on the ground. That was really, really lucky. Not the blue shell, but the lightning certainly was. And now Airship Fortress, a track from Mario Kart DS, and a track that, again, has really, really, really flashy skips. Actually, this track and the next track probably have like some of the flashiest skips in the game, especially the next track, which is Bowser's Castle. But to be fair, I wouldn't really call this a skip, more of an optimized corner. But right at the start here, we can grab this rail, switch to this one, switch to this one, and that is perfectly executed. That was really, really good. Touch this rail, and that's how you do that section. It's really, really tight, and it is so much quicker than doing the section without the rails. Nevertheless terrifying. I was nearly too quick. I nearly got burned by that fire cycle, which again, I believe is consistent. So if you do the same movement every time and you're going at the same speed every time, that fire will be in the same place every time, which means it is fairly easy to avoid. Nice red shell. Hopefully there's not 3 of them. Good. That was only 1 of them. That's useful because we only had 1 protection item, so that was a bit scary. Go back to this rail here. That's really, really nice. Gonna go for the double box here. Lose about half a second going like wider than usual, but I do want the protection just in case things go wrong. I'm gonna flip to this rail just because that fire was in my way. It's absolutely fine. Again, if there is a lightning, we want it to be here. Oh, there is a blue shell. You can see on the mini-map there is a blue shell. Not much I can do about that, unfortunately. I think it's going to hit me no matter what. Yeah, shame. I was thinking about on purposely falling off there to the left, but decided it was in my best interest to keep the 20 coins, keep the items I have. That's really, really good again. Nice. Nailed that strat 3 for 3. It's really, really good. Before this next track, I will pass it over to Chloe because this next track is going to take some explaining. So, Chloe, take it away.
Yep, we have a £35 donation from Anonymous, and this is a quick callback to ESA Summer, because cheers to all, even our hilariously British, wait for it, hypnoshark.
My
so,
God.
Petition to remove the H and Y from the start of his name on the runner screen, please. But yeah, back to you, mate.
My God. So, just before we get into this next level, I am actually doing the Mario Kart World again, but with all Grand Prix at ESA Winter. And something tells me I'm going to have to change my name on the Switch to hypnoshark, aren't I? I get the feeling that's gonna have
I
to happen.
agree. I think you should. I really think you should. Just a bit alive, you know?
Donation incentive to change my name.
Write that down. Oh,
Write that down. Write that down. Write that down.
Now.
I was talking, but I actually, that was a perfect execution. Well, not perfect execution, but that was a pretty nice execution of the skip right there. This is the other skip. You trick to the side of this, and then go flying, skip that turn there. That's a really, really good start, 2 for 2. Really, really nice. 2 more laps like that, and this is incredible. I will say, so far, this run is shockingly good. Like, this run is very, very good so far, which is always nice. Okay, I will actually explain what I'm doing this time. So, I'm going to charge a jump right here. Then I'm going to right trick onto this rail. Neutral jump here. Neutral jump here. And whilst holding forward, and then spam a bunch of left tricks to realign myself and make that trick. That was a little bit sketchy. I tricked a little bit late off the second to last wall there, so it was a little bit terrifying, but we're good. Really don't want to fail this because I have a horn item and I would like to keep it. Okay, nice. So this is the item I was talking about earlier, the only item that can dodge blue shells that you can get whilst in first. Another good thing about this item is, you haven't actually really seen it yet, but my items can get stolen by a boo. This is the only item that can't, I believe. So I am absolutely safe here from any shenanigans. Okay, I'm going to have to go for the harder strat here because I failed charging my jump. Let's go for it. Ah, not quite. So you can actually get like some weird collision there where you get touched by the wall and it gives you a little bit of height and you can make it. I didn't get the weird collision, unfortunately. That's okay. Let's see if we can make this shortcut 3 for 3 at least. Here we go. I should be good. Nailed it. Nice. 5 out of 6. That's really good. I'm happy with that. That's pleasant. I'm going to see if I can get 1 coin. Yep. There's no blue shell. If a blue shell is thrown at this point, it won't reach me in time before the end of the race. Dodge that fireball. There we go. There we go. That's really, really good. Something I haven't explained yet about how items work with regards to the AI is with the AI in previous Mario Kart games, the items that you get and they get are dependent on what position you're in, right? That's traditional kart racer stuff. Your items are better the worse position you're in. In this game, that has something to do with it, but it is mainly actually the distance between you and first place, which massively affects what items you get. So, if you're in second, but first place is 30 seconds ahead, you're going to get like bullet bills, lightnings, stuff like that, which actually means if I get far enough ahead, the AI is not going to be able to get blue shells anymore. This is effective in tracks that are really, really long, for instance like Rainbow Road, which is the final track in this run, and tracks like this. But you kind of saw an example of it right at the end of that last track, Bowser's Castle, where a lot of the AI in like the places like 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, not saying 6th and 7th because I hate you all, they will get like bullet bills and stuff like this. I'm not giving you guys a 6-7 name, it's not happening. Anyways.
I just got one.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. It's a shame. But yeah. So we want to get as far ahead, not only because it means that there's more of a gap between us and the AI, and that means we're less likely to get trolled by red shells, but sometimes it means it's physically impossible for us to get trolled by red shells and stuff, so that's really, really good. Alright, 16 coins, again, not bad. Again, on this last lap, I will pass it over to Chloe before the next track, because again, the next track is very, very technical.
Okie dokie. We have a £70 donation from Goose2 with the message, is this a new CTR track?
My god.
And they claim Jingle Jam Games bundle with that. And oh, there's more. We have a £10 donation from Saber Rider with the message, dang, Crash Team Racing looks different. Oh. I think there's a theme going on here.
Oh god. He's never escaping the CTR dungeon. It's not happening. Nope.
The people yearn for CTR.
They always will. They
always will.
Yeah, man.
That's what we ESA Winter's for.
Hey, true. True. I still can't believe doing a Crash Racing trifecta at ESA Winter. Can't wait for that. It's gonna be a blast.
Me neither. I'm gonna lose my voice.
Yeah, you're gonna be reading. Holy.
Round 2, baby.
Alright, Acorn Heights, we out here. So, this track, probably one of the only tracks in the game, in fact, the only track in the game I can think of where coins can hinder you. You can make a shortcut with 20 coins, but it is a lot easier to make the shortcut that I'm about to go for when you have less coins. Simply because there is more time. Oh, hang on. Can I save this? Wait. Okay, no, not quite. That would have been absolutely ridiculous. Okay, so there was a red shell after me, so I had to use the feather to avoid it. But then I still wanted to attempt the shortcut, but I just barely couldn't. Okay, the shortcut on lap 2 is going to be kind of hard because I do have quite a few coins, but we're going to give it a go anyway. I do want to at least attempt to show it off. There is a mud shortcut at the end of this track that casually you would need a shroom for, or some kind of item like that. But we can actually do it shroomless by utilizing the rules and the physics of Mario Kart. Well, there is a blue shell after me. That does... Okay, let's concentrate here. We're going to left trick here. Left trick again. Nah, not quite. We'll do that, and then... Okay, yeah, that was sketchy. Unfortunate. That blue shell probably couldn't have come at a worse time. Nearly got the full shortcut. If I get that trick that you saw there out before... Okay, I can't miss that. Before... Nice drift input. If you get the trick out before the wall, then you can actually catch that right wall and then go crazy after that as well. We were not able to do it, unfortunately. And then we got like really omega trolled by Piranha Plant with that red shell, so not great. This isn't a great Acorn Heights, but to be fair, this is probably the first level in the entire run, but I would say it's gone bad, so can't really complain too much. Let's see, can I do it? Nah, not quite. Didn't get the trick out. Nice try. Worth a go. Worth a go. It was a shame I couldn't do it on lap 1 because of that red shell that I had to use the feather for. But to be fair, no lightning does like help a little bit. But yeah, that was probably the first bad level of the run. Speaking of bad levels, not this next level, because this next level is one of the fan favorites of people that play this game, Boo Cinema. Boo Absolute Cinema. This level is sick. I love this level. Not only because it's just a cool level, but also it actually plays really well in the speedrun as well. There's some cool niche tricks here. One somewhat near the start. A rail detach strat where I'm gonna trick at a certain time to detach from this rail right here. Right there. So the rail does the turn for me whilst boosting, but I detach from it ready for the next corner that's going the opposite direction. Really cool strat. Really cool idea. Tricking on this uphill is actually faster, so we're going to do that. And I'm going to utilize this feather here to cut this turn. It's a great lap 1. That couldn't have gone much better. The only way that could have gone better is if I had like a coin block or something, but that was really good. You can get really small tricks off of those jumps as well. This is probably... Well, I would say this is definitely the Mario Kart that is most trick-based in terms of, like, the act of tricking, not in terms of, like, skips or anything like that, but the act of the trick button. Tricking in this game is really important, and the fact that it can adjust momentum as well. I'll try and show that off now. That's a coin block. I'll try and show that off next time there's a big jump, and try and, like, change directions in midair. You might actually be able to see it here. Yeah, I kind of am able to shift my momentum. It's not as obvious when I'm gliding. I'll be able to show it off better coming up here, but yeah, you can shift momentum a lot, and that's what I was doing in tracks like Wario Stadium and stuff. Bowser's Castle, to make certain jumps. Okay, that's fine, as long as there's only one of them. There isn't. Oh boy. Oh boy, was that 4? Did I just count 4 red shells? I guess the AI must have gotten like triple red shells and then also a single red shell. That's... wow, okay. Don't be another one. Oh, it is. Oh, wow. The AI just pulled... I think the AI may have just gotten, unironically, like 6 red shells. That's not the luckiest moment I've had this run, but okay. Oh, and... You're kidding. You're kidding! How many is this? Okay, game woke up. The game is official. I knew this run started too well. The game has woken up and it has chosen violence. Got it. Understood. Alright, all is well. We're out of there.
The AI decided to make you be miserable.
Yeah, they knew what they were doing. They were lulling me in. They were like, dude, the first 10 tracks went so well. Suddenly, the next 2, absolutely shambolic. Alright, Starview Peak. This track is one of the more linear tracks in the game. In terms of course design. As you can kind of see by the minimap, there is a massive, just block of straightaway. But aesthetically, this track's pretty cool. But what we want to happen from a speedrunning sense is we want to get coins as quickly as possible here. There is a water section, which I haven't really talked about much. Water physics are unique in this game. I don't think water physics have ever been like this in any other Mario Karts. But basically, you can dip underwater in certain parts of it and actually get a trick. Like I said, tricking in this game is everywhere. Not really on this track. Track is very shallow water. And there's not much undulation, meaning that you can't really dip up and down. But that's a shame. If that lightning happens... Also, that's a really early lightning into lap 1. If that lightning happens like 3 seconds sooner, I'm on the glider and that doesn't slow me down. That's a shame. That's okay, though. Damn, that might be so early, but there might be time for a second lightning level, which would be crazy, but we'll see. It is faster. What I was going to mention was it is faster to drive on the sides of this water, especially in this car. This car thrives on just general road and isn't really that good at driving on water, unlike some of the other cars in this game. So you can really tell a difference when you're driving on the side of the road here compared to driving on the water. There are some tracks later on in the speedrun where we will simply have to suck it up and drive on the water, but this track is one of them where you can avoid it for the most part, except for at the start, but yeah. Alright. Not bad coin total here. Gonna just keep this banana. Again, the coins at the beginning mean more than the coins at the end. So I just hope for anything but a coin block here. A feather's great. I'm actually gonna be greedy. I'm gonna be greedy. I'm gonna greed this. I'm gonna try and skip over here and then catch this road immediately. I'm not sure if that was worth it. I did get a green shell, so never punished. I do have a protection item in case someone throws a red shell. We're good. The only item that hindered me at all in that level was on lap 1, and it was the lightning. So that was relatively good RNG, all things considered. Not bad, not bad. Okay. I believe, speaking of tricks, this next level is unbelievably trick-happy. Sky High Sunday. Unbelievably trick-happy level. We're going to be hitting R a lot here. Also, coins in this level are really, really easy to get. They are everywhere. And right at the start, you can get 2 items pretty much for free. One of them is usually a coin. So, Swoop is absolutely loving life out here. He's going fast as hell. Yep, immediately a coin. I didn't actually get 2 items. I simply missed the second one. That was unfortunate, but we're going to get one here anyway. And it's not like I got hit by a red, so we are absolutely fine. Probably another coin here. Oh, wow. Okay. This is one of the levels, actually, where I don't really know of a good use for this feather. Let's see. There is this trick here. You can skip this turn by grabbing the side of this wall and using Mario Kart World physics to your advantage. It's a really, really, really cool strat. The only problem is sometimes you can get lightninged right there and just fall to your death. That actually happened earlier today to me, which was really awesome and definitely not cringe. But you know, that's how it goes. Mario Kart World, RNG is what you sign up for. And let's see, double box. Okay, a coin block. Well, now we're definitely on 20 coins if we weren't already. probably the world's most useless coin block, but that's okay. I am kind of scared of the fact that I have no item here. To protect myself, I should say. Does mean that the second place AI can troll me if they want. I don't think they're going to, though. Nope, they're not. That's great. Gonna get 2 more items here. Coin and what? Right, okay. So I, again, don't have protection. That's fine. Get this here. And there we go. Alright, we should be good. Okay, we got a horn item. Excellent. Good stuff. Before this next track, I will pass over to Chloe once more, as I don't think we're going to get trolled unless there's a lightning right here. Come on, do it. Alright, anyway. Alright, Chloe, take it away.
You're okay. Okay, so I just wanted to remind everyone that we are raising money for Make-A-Wish Foundation here. We have currently got £2,660. And remember, Make-A-Wish Foundation, they raise money for children with critical illnesses to grant them wishes, which can help distract them from any very harsh treatment or anything that they're currently going through. So if you want to help us at ESA in supporting this amazing charity, then do ! Donate in the chat. And with a £35 donation, you can claim your own Jingle Jam Games bundle. Remember, supporting charity and games. Free games.
We
Big
do
wins.
love free games.
We do.
Free games. Alright. DK pass. Oh, God. Okay, there was a strat there. You saw it. You all saw it. I caught way too much of that polvo, and it nearly just completely killed my momentum. Poles in this game actually have a very, very weird effect. So do trees here. You can actually trick off of them, and it's like you get a double jump. It's as if it was a platformer and you used a double jump. Which can be used effectively for really, really cool shortcuts like you just saw. However, I nearly touched way too much of it, and it nearly halted my momentum, and I died. But I didn't, so we're good. I am going to keep these items here. Just in case of an AI triple red shelling me. Because this feather, if timed right, can be used to dodge 2 red shells. But we shall see. We'll try and keep it together here. To be honest with you, so far, the RNG has treated me relatively well. It's only been a couple levels, but I would say it kind of trolled me a little bit. That was ineffective feather use. I was trying to cut the corner there, but I drove into the snow way too soon, so it kind of killed my momentum. Okay, I get another chance at it. Great. Thank you, RNG. Very cool. Again, good level so far. No real trolling as of yet. The AI did just go through an item set, the last AI, so the AI most likely to get a lightning could use it. That is one thing I will mention. It is always useful to keep an eye on where the AI are on the minimap, because if you can memorize item box locations, you can kind of get a feel for if and when they're going to hit you. Like so. Well, it wasn't like so, but that was the use of the feather. Going to use another one here. I've gotten so many feathers this level, it's crazy. Okay, we're fine. No blue shell. I don't think there's going to be a lightning now. If there is, it's right at the end, and it doesn't really matter. That was a great DK pass. Really, really good. Besides going into the snow and kind of unoptimally using my first feather, that was pretty excellent. Alright. This car thrives in pretty much every situation. We are about to play a track where it is kind of bad. Wario's Galleon. These next 2 tracks, actually, there's a lot of water tracks coming up. And this car does not do well on the water, which is why you're kind of going to see a strat where we skip as much of the water as possible. There is another strat that you can do here, utilizing that tree to the right that I just passed. But also a perfectly fine strat is doing a trick here, dipping under the water, then doing another trick there. Skipping that turn. Even though you are driving on the off-road and that does make you go slower, it is still worth it to cut that corner and not have to deal with the water with this car. Because this car is, again, really, really bad in water. A lot of the strats that you'll see as we drive through this level are going to be just dipping in and out of the waves and trying to get a trick and trying to get a boost. Besides this strat, of course, which is all about staying out of the water. Basically, this entire level is just about staying out of the water for as long as possible. Especially with this car. Yeah, you'll see it again here. Gonna trick once, get up here, do a couple tricks, realign, do a slight right trick there. And then again, get up on that wall. I actually didn't mean to get up on that wall. That was really cool looking there. And I'm pretty sure that was fast. Like, it looked it. A blue shell here is fairly common, because the AI go through an iron set just in time for that to happen. Oh, okay, I rewinded too late there. That was my fault. I actually got hit by the blue shell, but then rewinded. So, I actually had no momentum after the rewind, because it was as if I just got hit. That was really stupid. I may as well have just not rewound there, if I knew that was going to happen. That's a bit silly, but that's okay. Alright, final lap. Gonna trade this banana for something. I know it can't be a coin because I already have one. Green shell, okay. I was kind of hoping for a horn just in case there was another blue shell. There probably won't be though. Famous last words. There probably won't be. We'll see. You get as many coins as possible. Yeah, I mean, you know the moment that I say that, it's gonna happen, right? It's the way of the world. Final corner here. This wall. This is it for Warriors Gallon. That wasn't bad, all things considered. Got 20 coins right at the end. That's not bad. That's okay. Considering how that level can go, especially if you get hit in the water section and you have to awkwardly rewind and then you're going slow in the water after rewinding, it's rough. So, didn't have to rewind once in a water section, so that's really, really good. Time for another water track. Not as much water in this track, I would say, but still a fair bit. And then after this, there is another track that has a little bit of water in it as well. Again, not too much, but enough. And then we're finally out of water tracks for a little bit. But yeah, Salty Speedway is this track. We can get 8 coins pretty much immediately because there's 6 around here, and as long as you're in first and the AI don't beat you to the punch, you should get up to 8, or at least 6 if your first item isn't a coin. This green shell is actually really, really useful. Not just for protecting me from items, but also there is a shortcut here where, again, I want to get out of this water. So I am going to use it to break this box and take a tighter line through there, which doesn't involve going on the water. That's really, really nice. I don't know how much that saves, but I do know that is definitely saving me time. Don't have an exact number. This feather is interesting. I can use this feather effectively. I'm gonna choose to use it, I think, here. And just go up here and skip this. I could have, if I was able to stay up there and actually avoid the entire water section. I'm not sure if that would have been faster. It probably would have been, honestly, if I was able to pull that off. Okay, another green shell, which is really, really nice. Do not fall off. Oh, okay. Woo! Stayed up there just about. This is a really, really good Salty Speedway thus far. Not a whole lot has gone wrong here. I've gotten 2 green shells to do the shortcut with. This is good. And a third. If I don't get lightning, now Toad did just go through the last item set, so there is a chance he gets a lightning. He's not using a bullet bill, and that scares me. Maybe he just had mushrooms. Maybe he didn't get an item. He is not using anything, it seems, by looking at the minimap. Gonna use it to skip this red. And keep this green shell. Okay, there is a blue shell on me. Can I outrun it? Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. No, I can't. No, I can. I answered my own question. No, I cannot. I'm gonna rewind that. That's fine. Okay. Not the best execution on lap 3. I think if I didn't bonk on the box there, maybe I could have outran the blue. Probably not, but it would have been close. Either way, that's a perfectly fine Salty Speedway. Lap 1 and 2 made up for lap 3. Wholeheartedly. Alright. Final water level for at least a little bit. We do have a couple more, but Peach is the final one for at least 2 tracks. 19th race out of 30. closing in on 2/3 into the run. Really, really important in this level to get a feather. There is a pretty sizable feather shortcut, if I can get one. So we are going to try and just roll items as much as possible here. Peach Beach obviously has a huge makeover compared to what it's been like in recent Mario Karts. They've added a whole upper section to it, and a whole water section. Okay, that's not a feather, but early coins is more than welcome. This entire level is now going to be faster than normal, because I got an early coin block. That is so sick. Alright, we have 20 coins already. Yeah, okay, so a feather there would have been absolutely massive. Sadly not. That's okay. So basically what a feather would have done for us is we could have skipped this turn here and jumped over these boxes. But instead that is not the case. I'm just out here destroying crates. Just absolutely annihilating them. Cool.
Bro is never escaping the Crash Bandicoot allegations.
Dude, I'm just spinning crates out here, bro. What do you want from me?
Like Crash Bandicoot, apparently.
Actually, this is a perfect time for some Chloe gaming, because we are at the end of this level. So.
Some Chloe Gaming indeed. We have a £35 anonymous donation with the message. So, hypnoshark. We are playing a snooker game after this, right?
Now we good. Turning the ESA stream into a hypnoshark stream. Ah, yes.
Well, that's what the finale's for. And they did get the Jingle Jam games bundle with that. And we do have a £5 donation from, I'm sorry if I butchered the pronunciation of this, Matt Ezekiel, with the message, Yo Sam, GL, have fun on run. Love ya. Also, love you, Bunny. Love you, chat and ESA, and I really appreciate your work. I hope for more events and etc. and have a lot of fun. Thank you so much for that donation, Matt. And you too can donate. We have around, 35 minutes left with this final run. So we would love to see you get those donations in that time, because this is the final run. No, it's almost over. It's not over yet. You still have time.
Oh yeah, it is not over yet indeed. We are in Great Block Ruins. This entire track is one big skip. You are seeing one of them right now. Trick off this pole, like I said. Poles in this game have some weird physics where they basically give you another jump. You can skip that entire section using the rule on the right, or sorry, the left-hand side. And yeah, I didn't even mention the skip at the start of this level here. Wouldn't call it a skip necessarily, but a rail grab to do more optimized cornering. I am scared of a lightning here. Right, okay. Cool. Nah, awesome. Anyways. Oh, okay, I did get the rail just. That's crazy. That's such funny timing. Alright, cool. Fair enough game, you got me. Yeah, you can charge a jump there and make that rail. You do that corner way tighter. That is so funny. This trick again. Do a bunch of left tricks, grab the rail. There's a boo. I think that might be like one of the first boos this entire run, or maybe I've had a blind spot for them and just not noticed, but I swear we haven't had many, but that boo just stole my banana, so now if there is a red shell, I am kind of cooked. Cooked with a capital C. There is a blue shell. Okay, let's see here. Can I at least get to this rail before I have to rewind? Yes, I can. That's huge. So I rewind and it really doesn't lose all that much, and it isn't really awkward. One thing I haven't mentioned this entire run actually is when you do rewind, you're no longer able to drift for a short amount of time, which means that if you have to rewind and you rewind directly before a corner, what is going on here? Okay, I've never had to do that before. Okay, that was all to avoid the red shell. Yeah, if you rewind and your rewind takes you to like on a corner, things can get really, really awkward really, really fast because you're not in a drift, but you're still carrying a lot of momentum, and you'll just like fall off or go really wide or whatever it may be. But right there, I was able to rewind back to the rail rather than like being on a corner. So the rail just took me around the corner anyway, and it didn't lose any time. Well, lost the amount of time of rewinding, but no more, which was really, really good. Alright, Dino Jungle. This level is somewhat cycle-based. Somewhat. There is a dinosaur cycle that is incredibly consistent, depending on how fast you are. And the fact that I got those coins means I'm going to be, well, that red shell might have something to say about it, but I will be going faster than normal at the start of this level due to that coin block. The only problem is I did get red shelled immediately, which kind of undoes its hard work, but we'll see. We'll cycle for items here. Try and get maybe another coin block, but nah, we're already at 14 coins, we're already kind of chilling. Just gotta look out for Piranha Plant here. If he pulls triple reds, that would be unlucky, but the idea of this level is to be fast enough on lap 3 to where a dinosaur isn't in the way of this turn here. This guy's tail is not going to be in the way, probably because of that red shell. That's okay. I'm going to use my items here, get another set. Okay, that feather's interesting. No, it's not. I lied. Okay, so I didn't mention, or I brought up the fact that like we haven't had many boos in this run, and now all of a sudden Boo is not leaving me alone. It's awesome. That lightning is gonna make this dinosaur. Yeah, this is why I shouldn't have mentioned it exactly. It's like I'm tempting fate here. I'm playing Mario Kart World. I should know better, you know. Alright, is this dinosaur in the way? No, it's not really good. Be more than okay. Alright, not too bad. Yeah, I really shouldn't bring up that like things are going well, because that's immediately the game's cue to make things not go well. Right? I think that's the most valuable lesson that you could learn from this run. If you're looking to learn anything about Mario Kart World from this run, just don't say anything. That's like the #1 tip. Don't say words, or else bad things happen immediately. Speaking of bad things happening immediately, this next track, probably one of the most loved tracks in the game, by just people that play this game. However, in the speedrun, it is very, very dependent on what items you get, namely the feather item. I want the feather item because you can see on the minimap that last turn is unbelievably tight, and a feather item just skips over that turn. You just jump the wall that is in between you and the finish line, and you make it. So I would like a feather item. I'm going to grind for feather items from this box. Not ideal. I'm going to get rid of this banana at the next double box, and we're going to try again. There aren't too many item sets in this level, so we are going to see if we can do it. Okay, unlucky. I would like at least one feather just to show it off. You can see the wall that you jump over. It's pretty obvious where we're jumping over. That wall on the left right there. Yeah, we'll see what we can do. This box obviously isn't a double box, so not a really high chance of getting a feather. A coin block is something. I mean, that gets us to 20 coins. I no longer need to necessarily worry about coins now unless I get hit. Man, cannot find a feather. Let's keep going. Again, you want to take this route here, or the one on the right, the rail to the right. Simply due to the fact that you do not want to be in the water with this car at all. Alright, let's see. Still no feather. It's going to come down to the last lap, I suppose. Let's see what we can do. Again, I'm going to burn this green shell here, and keep this coin until after this box in hopes that we get something else. Unlucky. Still looking for that feather. We have 2 iron boxes to do it. Let's see. There's one. I get that. Okay. Prediction time. I get the feeling I'm going to go through this last double box. I'm going to get a feather, but it's going to be an item slot 1. Then a boo is going to immediately yoink it. I can't wait. Here we go. Okay, didn't even get a feather. Oof. Oof. Unlucky. Couldn't skip the last turn there, but you can see what it would have looked like, I'm sure. It would have just been jumping over that wall there. That's okay. I mean, to be honest with you, only one lightning, no blue shell. It's unfortunate I didn't get a feather, but that's also not terrible. Alright, next level is easily my least favorite level in the game. Especially with this car. This is, I would say, like the second to last water-based level. Or there's at least a lot of water in it. There is a cool shroom shortcut I can do at the start here, though, which will at least help get me away from the AI so I don't get trolled mercilessly. Let's see if we can do it. Gonna release a mini turbo here. That's nice. Okay, I didn't catch the rail. It's optimal if you catch the rail there, but that was still really, really good. That went well. I'm gonna go wide for these 3 coins. We're gonna be going for that every lap, I think. Unless like there's a blue shell after me or something and I have to rewind, but we try and go for that every single time. So this deep water you do not want to be in at all, which is why we're going to jump to this section here, which plays somewhat like normal road. And then back into the water for this turn. Again, this track can really, really troll you if it wants to. There's a bunch of iron boxes that the AI can get. And things can go very, very bad, especially if you get hit around like a sharp turn. That counting you out of bounds is tough, and that's why that shroomless shortcut is harder than it looks. Because if you take like an incorrect line, the game will count you as out of bounds. Which, you know, I disagree. But, you know, John Nintendo said absolutely not, so we can't be doing that. We have to be careful. We will go for it on lap 3 though, as long as, again, we don't get lightning or blue shell, which hopefully won't happen. So far, so good in that department. Shame about that shortcut, but it is what it is. Let's see here. Do have a green shell, which is good for protection. That's, okay, that's fine. I'd rather that lightning there than in 5 seconds time when I'm going for this. Ooh, okay. Right. So that wasn't exactly clean, but we did it. So we moved. It's fine. That was absolutely terrifying. Alright, as we close in on the end of this race, now would be a good time for some Chloe Gaming.
Chloe Gaming coming right up. We have a £45 donation from Gamer Man with the message, great people raising money for a great cause, love to see it, God likes them. And they claim the Jingle Jam Games bundle with that donation. And if you too want to help us out, then you can do !donate in ESA Marathon or ESA Marathon 2 if you are bougie like that. We currently have £2,745 raised for Make-A-Wish. So I think we can set a target maybe for the end of the run.
Oh.
So, if we want to do a bit of a stretch goal, I'm hoping we can reach 3k by the end of the run, guys. You have 20 minutes-ish.
20 minutes to reach 3k. Doable.
20 minutes-ish.
Super doable.
Super doable. Let's give it a go, guys.
Oh yeah. Alright, Dandelion Depths. I think you guys have like 7 tracks left, 8 tracks left to hit that stretch goal, so we'll see. We shall see. But yeah, Dandelion Depths. This level is thankfully the last level that has like a huge block of water, maybe arguably outside of Rainbow Road. The Rainbow Road's water isn't too bad, whereas this water is pretty rough for this cup. Especially if you get hit in it, like with a blue shell or lightning. So we do not want that, but we're going to maximize our coins to ensure that we're out of our water section as quickly as possible. This track is honestly one of the chiller tracks in terms of strats. One of the only strats really worth noting, at least what I'm going for here, is that at the end on the final ramp, coming out of the water section, I am holding a jump. And by holding a jump here, I am getting further momentum. Which obviously helps clear more of the distance. Especially if I get lightning, I want to be in the air for as long as possible, so right here, you'll see off this 4th turbo pad right here, I'm going to start charging the jump, and as I jump off this, I'm going to go flying and just cover more ground that way. We are at 20 coins, so that's really, really good. Final lap right here. I have no real reason to get rid of the screen shell. I'm just going to keep hold of it. I don't need to go for coins or anything like that. Now I probably do have a reason to get rid of it, because I want a coin in the first item slot in case a boo steals it. So I'm purposely going to keep this coin. Now that's perfect, because now I can react to if a red shell is coming after me. And if a boo steals an item, it will be stealing a useless item rather than something that's protecting it. So this is optimal. Final ramp section here, the final turbo pad section I should say. Right, so like this, perfect example. I think there's only one of them. That's really, really good. Okay, that was a good dandelion. I played that nice. Good stuff. Not bad at all. Alright, we are out of water levels. Thank goodness. We are on to a track that is very recognizable. Mario Circuit 1, 2, and 3 combined. This track is one of the shortest tracks in the game, actually. It's right up there with Koopa Troopa Beach. Obviously, Koopa Troopa Beach is 5 laps right at the start of the run. So it's a little bit longer, has a little bit more meat on the bone, whereas this is literally 1 lap of every SNES Mario Circuit, except 4. Rest in peace, SNES Mario Circuit 4. Gone and apparently forgotten. Rip Bozo. But yeah. Getting coins here. You can get a lot of coins at the start of this race. Which we intend to do. We'll keep this banana for this red shell. I think there's only one after me. That's really good. Good thing I had a banana. This feather item. Okay. I'm going to try something. And if it fails, I get to blame someone in my chat. So that's great. So that's awesome. Give me this. And then, is this a thing? No, it's not. God damn it. Well, actually, hang on. That respawn was unbelievably kind. Okay, I was getting hit anyway. It didn't matter. I was absolutely getting trolled no matter what. Okay, unfortunate. Unfortunate.
So who's getting blamed for that one?
FCO sent me a picture of that shortcut and was like, go for it. And I was like, okay. And then I went for it, and it failed. So, you know, it's almost certainly skill issue, but I feel better if I blame someone, you know?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. That's valid, right? It's valid. Bro is making my coffin. I had to see that. Alright, anyways. Alright, Toad's Factory. This track is in Piranha Plant. Bro's okay, I'm gonna need the AI to move now, please. Thank God. That was interesting. Anyways, and I get red shelled. Okay. The AI were doing the most right there. They still are. Can they please move? Thank you. So this track, as you just saw, can absolutely troll you, especially on that one, because the AI usually get a good start. And you are on the left-hand side because you just won a race, and the first turn is a right-hand turn. So more often than not, you're getting trolled. Because the AI are kind of able to keep up with you. But lap 2 and 3 should be more chill. This track, again, very, very cycle-based track. Both these stompers here. And the turn coming up with the conveyor belt. Both are cycle-based, so depending on how quick you are, you can catch a good cycle. You can go on the inside here and try and stay off that conveyor belt. It's dragging you backwards for as long as possible. It is hard though, because if you hit a wall, you're going to naturally get pushed back into the backwards conveyor belt, which is not ideal. But nevertheless, definitely worth attempting, because no harm to it. What's this cycle looking like? Okay, I'm going to have to avoid that one, but I can make that one. Just. Boo stole my item, and I immediately got red shelled. And again. Okay. I'm happy that the red shells were shot in quick succession like that, so that only one of them hit me and I had invincibility frames for the other two. That's quite good. Unfortunate Toad's Factory for the most part, mainly because of how it started. The lap one was absolutely tragic. That's okay. Trick off here, avoid the mud. And that red shell's not going to hit me, we don't have to worry. There was also a blue shell on the mini-map, that was terrifying. Luckily it did not hit me right at the end. I was able to outrun it. Alright, not many tracks left now. I believe there are 4 tracks left of this run. I will throw it over to Chloe because we, may have a stretch goal, maybe. So, eyes emoji.
We do indeed still have that goal. So come on guys, let's get your donations in. We have 4 tracks left, so probably around 15-ish minutes or just below that. So make sure to get your donations in. This is all benefiting Make-A-Wish. We currently have £2,745 raised, which is an incredible amount. So thank you to everybody who has got your donations in this event. It has been an amazing weekend full of speedruns, and I'm just sad it has to come to an end. But it's not over yet. So let's get those in.
Oh yeah. Moo Moo Meadows. Again, more cycle-based tricks here. Those moles that I just tricked off, they are consistent. If I get to a certain point in the level every time, they will be there every time. And so the aim is to try and keep the pace up so that I know where they are. Of course, some of that is in my control. Another part of it is obviously blue shells and lightnings, so gotta keep an eye. I am going to keep these items. I like the idea of getting coins right now, but I also like the idea of having double protection. Especially as the iron boxes in this level are quite spread out. It would be quite unlucky if the AI got 3 red shells and just lit me up, but obviously, now that I've said it, we all know what's about to happen, right? As Baby Rosalina goes through the item set. We'll see. But good first 2 laps at least. The next 3 levels are all more dynamic than this one, let's say. Moon Meadows is quite a chill track, especially this late in the run. I will say, if you're like on PB pace, and then this happens, it's not as chill as I explode a cow. Sorry, man. Peter will be in touch. But it is very, very scary. Exhibit A of it being very, very scary. If you are on PB pace and suddenly AI starts being AI, right? It can be terrifying. Those moles were not in my way, which means I'm just going to have to drift around this and cross the line. Okay, 3 tracks to go. Choco Mountain, Peach Stadium, and Rainbow Road. First, Choco Mountain. Choco Mountain is yet another level where I really, really want a certain item, that being Feather. Actually, the next 2 tracks, Choco Mountain and Peach Stadium, are going to be highly important to get the Feather in. You can actually see this very, very first turn is a very, very sharp right-hander, and I can use a Feather to just immediately skip this final turn, or this first turn, should I say. And so that will be the objective of this level. There are also cycles here as well with these charging sharks. Not those in particular, but the ones coming up after this turn. I'm pretty sure these NFL balls here are consistent, and these guys are definitely consistent. And you do not want to get hit by them. The problem with getting hit by those guys, that's fine. The problem with getting hit by those guys isn't necessarily, did the gold shell just hit me? Okay, that's a first. I just got hit by a gold shell. That's crazy. Okay, Feather here is perfect. But yeah, the main problem is the chucks can actually charge you into the off-road that kills you to my right here, and that I'm about to jump into. It can actually just fully kill you. And it's not like the type of thing you can rewind easily for either. So if you get hit by them and you're about to die, you can rewind, right? But obviously because you just got hit, you'll have very little momentum to help you. So it's kind of a, you know, doomed if you do, doomed if you don't, with rewinding after getting hit by one of those guys. I'm going to look out for this cycle here, that's fine. Another feather is really, really great. I'm going to pray that no Boo comes and destroys my life though, because that might happen. Oh, the alternative! Okay, that's a shame. I mean, if a lightning's going to happen, I guess there isn't the worst, but also it is tough that I did have a feather that I was looking forward to using. All good though. All good, all good. These chucks are completely... They don't do anything really compared to the last two. Keep an eye on the boulder cycle one more time, but we're going to keep this green shell. No point going for another feather at this point. Yeah, we're good. We're absolutely fine. Alright. One last boulder. There we go. This boulder could actually land on me here. Not quite. I was able to just beat it. That's good. There is a blue shell on the minimap. I don't think it's going to reach me. No, we're good. We're absolutely fine. Just. If I was like maybe 3 seconds slower, that could have been a further 3 seconds having to rewind, so we're good. Alright, 2 tracks to go. Another track where getting a feather would be really, really nice. Peach Stadium here. There are actually multiple corners in this level that would be useful to have a feather. The first one being the first corner, and the second one being the tight spiral section that you can see on the left of the minimap. Ideally we want one for the spiral section, because there is a rail on top of the corner of the spiral that you can catch and do a really, really tight line with. And that is going to be our objective. Unlucky first set, that's okay. I mean, a banana is at least something. You can actually get very, very small jumps off the edge of the road and get tricks there, which obviously is nice. Nice little speed boost for basically no risk. If you do fall off, I guess that is the risk, but you shouldn't really. I don't think I've ever fallen off going for that before. So it's not too bad. Gonna keep an eye out on this section here. It's really nice to look behind you here because you can see all the AI and you can see if there's a red shell coming. You can see if you need to ditch your items or not. But we're fine. I am actually going to back green this in hopes of a feather here. You see? That? Okay. That is worth not getting a feather for. There's the trick I was talking about. This can be used to dodge a blue shell. So we're going to hold on to this. Now imagine a feather in the second slot. Surely. Okay, there is a blue shell on me. I'm terrified of a lightning here. If a lightning happens and then the blue hits me. Okay, come on, catch me already. Catch me already. Thank you. There we go. Okay. If a lightning happened before that blue came, that would have been really, really unfortunate. What is 2 horns in 1 race? Okay, I can't find a feather, but this is good. I think I'm just going to use this because another blue shell isn't going to happen. Not this late in the race. May as well go for a feather here. That's crazy RNG, but okay. If this was an online race, I'd be losing my mind. I like how I said I've never fallen off attempting that, and then I fell off. That's amazing. Anyways, it was worth it to dodge the red. I promise I'm a genius. I swear. Alright, before the final race of this run, I will pass it to Chloe one final time.
Thank you very much. I just wanted to say thank you all so much for your support throughout this ESA Jingle Jam. We have made an amazing amount of money for Make-A-Wish, and thank you HypnoShark for doing this finale run. It's been an amazing time. You have one last track to get any donations in, so !donate. Thank you guys so much.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, this has been an honor to be on last for an event like this. Really, really cool. Really appreciate you guys hanging out. Even if you haven't been able to donate, money is tight, especially around Christmas. So we appreciate you just for being here. Means a lot, man. But yeah, Rainbow Road, final level. I'll save all the shameless plugging for the end, shall I? Immediate red shell, great.
Probably a good idea, yeah.
Yeah, I'll save all the the sob stories for the end, all the kind words. For now, I hate you guys. No, I'm kidding. Alright. Alright, here we go. Rainbow Road, final level. This level, I mentioned it briefly earlier in the run. But if I get really, really far ahead of the AI, they will get last place items in second and thus be completely incapable of pulling blue shells. That is the objective in this level. I want to get as far ahead as I can, as quickly as I can. Because if I can do that, then I won't get blue shelled at all. If you're really, really unlucky though, they'll blue shell you on this section here, on this final water section of the run. And from there, they can, you know, kind of keep you in touching distance, and then they can, like, just fire off 3 blue shells in this level and it's awful, as opposed to 0. So the first like minute and a half of this level is by far the... What is that? What? Okay, that was 5 red shells I counted. I counted 5. Oh yeah, shoutouts to the bitrate, by the way. If you couldn't see that was 5 red shells, yeah, the bitrate in this level kind of...
Bitrate Boulevard goes insane.
Yeah, Bitrate Boulevard is it's tough out here, man. It perishes pretty strong. The one good thing about this level, I will say, for sure, is that there are long gliding sections like this, where you really, really want there to be a lightning. If there is a lightning here, then it's great. The fact that there wasn't one there probably means there's going to be one in the next 10 seconds, which is quite unfortunate. It probably means there's going to be one at this next item set, which is very unlucky, but we should be, at this point, I think, just about far enough ahead to where we shouldn't be getting blue shelled anymore. We'll see. But, yeah, just going to keep an eye on the mini-map. If there's no blue shell on this section, I think we've done it. I think we've outran the AI to the point where they will no longer be able to get blue shells. Yep, I think we've just about done it. Okay, no lightning on that section is great. We're hoping for one here now. Because it is pretty inevitable that they're going to get the lightning in a 4-minute long level. We just want it to be on a section that favors us. So we want it to be here. Again, the fact that it probably hasn't come yet means it's going to be in the next 10 seconds, which is unfortunate. But still not terrible. I mean, there's going to be no red shells or blue shells, but I guess this is a funny item to hold until the end unless there's a lightning. Going to utilize this turbo pad here. Go really, really fast. Off this turbo pad. Very, very good. Still no lightning is crazy. What is going on? There was 5 red shells, but no lightning. Is it going to be here? Game? Game forgot what a lightning was?
Lightning?
Yeah, okay. Is it going to happen at the end? Like, right at the end? That's crazy. I don't think I've ever had a Rainbow Road with no lightning. Is it going to happen? Alright, time is coming up when I cross the line. The line is off this big glider at the end. You can see it. Here we go. Time is coming up in 3, 2, 1, time. GG's, man. GG's.
GG's indeed.
Let's go. Again, I just want to say, well, first of all, I'll get off of Rainbow Road real quick. I'll hit next race and we'll get to the rewards screen because that is every track in. What was the time, out of interest?
It was a 1:21:54, so a sub 22.
Hell yeah, that's pretty in the pocket of what I've been doing on stream, and I said I would be happy if I got a time like that for Jingle Jam, and that's exactly what I got. So I'm very, very pleased with that. That's really, really nice. Yeah, I'll absolutely take that. If I may take the floor, Chloe, if I may.
You may indeed. Go right ahead.
I just want to say, first of all, huge thanks to Star, Zoton, everyone for putting this event on, the people that you don't see behind the scenes making this event happen. Obviously, Chloe and all the donation readers did an amazing job putting this on. £2,750 for charity is freaking awesome. So that's incredible. Thank you for not only accepting my run, but giving me the honor of going last. That's incredible. I really, really appreciate it. I feel like I should shamelessly plug here. You can follow my Twitch by highlighting the title, my name, blah, 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 who cares. Yeah, I just want to say just huge thanks to everyone putting on such an incredible event. This has been awesome. It's the first ESA, you might be able to answer this, Chloe, it's the first ESA online marathon for how long?
Oh god, I think it's the first online one since COVID, if I remember correctly.
That doesn't...
So it's first time in about 4 years, I want to say?
Yeah, that's wild. So, huge shout out to everyone for doing such an incredible job. And I really, really look forward to more of these events in the future. Hopefully, that'll happen. So, yeah, just awesome. Obviously, looking forward to ESA Winter as well, coming up in February, early February. So, yeah, just an incredible job by everyone. I just want to give everyone a fucking round of applause because that's just awesome. Yeah, just the best. Thank you very, very much for having me. Cheers again.
Absolutely. And again, Hypno, thank you so much for being an amazing closer for ESA Jingle Jam. We have had a couple of last minute donations, so I'm just going to read those out really quickly. We have a £5 donation from AJLSX with the donor message, Hypno and Chloe, an ESA matchup that always promises an amazing time. Here's to amazing charity, and thank you every runner for your efforts. And you'll be getting more of this combination because I have already agreed to do the Stream 2 donor reading for PGA Tiger Woods.
Oh my god, let's go.
At ESA Winter. And we shall see about the rest. Let's see what the John fundraising team is going to cook up for the fundraising team. But you're going to get more at this combination.
Yes, sir.
But it is my fault for accepting the PGA one.
Yeah. I'm just letting you know. You can feel free to clip this at everyone. Clip this. I will get a hole in one, and I will scream. That's my promise. It will happen. It will happen.
I will hold you to that. I will hold you to that.
It will happen.
We do also have £35 from Frederick with the message. The massive shout out to everyone involved in this event. 10 out of 10 would do again. Love you all, Johnny ESA. Thank you very much to our very own Edenal for that. And that did get a Jingle Jam Games bundle. So once again, I just want to say thank you all so much for donating for this event. We have raised an amazing £2,785 for Make-A-Wish. So give yourselves all a round of applause. We are all out. We are all done with our runs for this event, but don't go anywhere because we do have a final message coming up from those who are behind the scenes at this event. Well, not really behind the scenes because you've seen them on stream already this event. That will be our very own Starata and Smeklosa.